And here we are live. And per usual, I'm a few minutes late. Do apologize, everybody. Was getting everything set up. That's on me. Definitely focused on some other things and lost track of time. One of those days where it's like you just ended up like the happy Mother's Day to everyone, I should say. Was just on FaceTime with everybody, everything getting caught up with the fam, and then lost track of time. And here we are. But still excited for Demon Slayer. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, all right. I am definitely not even ready. Let's try this. Round two. Definitely not the smoothest of starts. I am completely out of it on all sorts of logistics, but hey, we cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. Today's special, we have the 1 hour long Demon Slayer Hashira training arc opening. Going to be exciting. This is one of the big three. This is one of our favorites. This is one of the shows that we keep covered here at all times for you, the Geek variants. Our boy Will absolutely loves this series with a passion. I'm just here to make sure everything runs good and smoothly, which currently, hey, not doing all that great and I'm not doing all that smooth as far as getting this live stream started. I'll tell you that much. But 1 hour long Demon Slayer here in the next 10 minutes should be dropping. That's what's been reported. I'm basically just hitting that refresh button on Crunchyroll to make sure the episode drops early. Hopefully, it's not like My Hero Academia, where Hulu actually proved to be the best place to watch this arc. And again, to all geeks out there, happy Mother's Day. I don't know if that's a worldwide thing, but happy Mother's Day from us to you and all those, special moms out there in everybody and everything's lives. Are we excited for this Hashira training arc or what? It is going to be absolutely crazy to see how they show us the strongest Hashira and how he's going to be implemented into this because he is insane. He's fun to watch, fun to cover. Definitely someone that you can't just walk up idly to and think you're going to get some easy W's in the process of doing that. So, very excited overall to see what we can get done here. It's going to be a wild, wild day. Later on, I'm planning on doing a Fallout 4 live stream for you guys. Play some more Fallout on the YouTube. You guys seem to like Fallout 4 playthrough more on the YouTube than opposed to Twitch. So I'll be doing that later on. But right now, Demon Slayer Hashira training arc. We're going to have a 1 hour live watch along with you, the viewers. Then once that episode is done, we'll have our episode recap. And then later on today, I don't know exactly when, but I just know that later I'll be covering Fallout 4, continuing our Let's Play series. We've been doing that. I just made it to Diamond City, and I want to say the third or fourth playthrough. I've been doing all the other side stuff because, look, I'm a Bethesda game fan. I do everything I'm not supposed to do first, and then everything I'm supposed to do afterwards. But now everything's too high level and on my side mission, so I need to get back on the main objective, just like I need to get back on the main objective, this Hashira training arc. Very excited to see how you guys feel about it. Very excited to see what can get done here. See how the animation style was only continued to improve each and every season, even though I still ought to say season 2, I believe, was better than season 3 by a good portion. It wasn't necessarily as close as you would have liked it to be, but it turned out to be still something quite amazing in of itself. About 8 minutes out here, covered Kaiju number 8 yesterday. Thanks to Will. It was fantastic. I finally caught up on all the episodes. I think I was like a week behind somehow, some way. Probably because of all the live streams we've been doing. Are you guys actually enjoying the live streams? Is that providing better coverage? Is that providing a better service? Is that something that is working out in the best interest for everybody on the channel? Because I want to make sure that the content we are providing, the time that we are giving you guys, is being used the most efficient way to where you enjoy it and that you can continue to have a great time hanging out with us in all regards and facets because we love spending time with you guys, the viewers, especially on this Mother's Day as we get going further and further into this. Because it looks like they're basically getting ready for the episode itself. Taking a look now, see if no, the episode's still not up, so we're going to be another 7 minutes out. Crunchyroll says they're going to be ready, but will they actually be ready? My Hero Academia, they said they'd be ready. Hulu is significantly better, like significantly better. The minute it says, hey, this is supposed to be out at this time, that episode is out at this time. Crunchyroll, on the other hand, says, hey, it'll be out somewhere around 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. Hey, it's 11:24. So far, we're not early, but we're not late. But at the same time, I'm going to be a little bit tighter on the schedule. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Crunchyroll once again just collapses like it always does. Because I remember last year when the finale dropped, Crunchyroll just went down. Like the fans showed up in mass numbers, crashed the whole service. It was something to see. For how much hype Jujutsu Kaisen gets, it never crashed the app. So I think that's particularly interesting because I would definitely, in my opinion, hold Jujutsu Kaisen above Demon Slayer in terms of quality of content. But at the same time, no one's going to say that Demon Slayer Season 2 was not absolutely banging at the finish. My boy Tengen was throwing down one-handed, two-handed, holding a sword in his mouth. Didn't matter. He was slapping everybody. His hands were rated E for everybody, and he was giving people that business. Now we're going to learn about all the other Hashiras who are actually stronger than him, even though he's definitely still one of the strongest Hashiras out there. So we're going to see how everyone interacts, how the group comes together, because they are training now to take on Muzan Kibutsuji, also known as Michael Jackson Light, or Michael Jackson still with us. So we have to have some interesting things to see how they're going to storm that castle and make all of this happen in one way, shape, or form. Still about 5 minutes out. My boy will join me when he is available to do so. I'm assuming he's out running around doing a whole bunch of, you know what, because Mother's Day, you never say never. Everything is always a little bit popsicle style when we get to this moment in time. How are we enjoying all the great animes that have been dropping lately? It's been a plethora of quality content across the board. My Hero Academia has started off with absolute bangers. The rest of the season makes me kind of nervous, though, because the first 2 episodes started off so dang strong that they were one of a kind. They really, really left their mark and left a fantastic mark as far as the heroes that were introduced and the villains that were further getting their story pushed forward, so to speak. It was a really good time. I don't want to get too heavy into spoilers because the episode only dropped yesterday. We have a full recap already up. Thanks for those who have been checking that out and who's been watching along with our live stream as well. So we're trying to live stream more for you guys viewers so you guys' voice can be heard. Your opinions matter. Without you, the channel does not push forward in any way, shape, manner, or form. So I want to make sure, first and foremost, to say thank you for everything you guys have done so far for the channel. Let's continue to get this thing growing. Very excited to see where things are headed overall. Very excited also to see Will hop in here at some point if he is available to do so. I definitely don't want to be sitting here writing solo necessarily if I don't have to be. So we'll see what happens here. We will see what happens. Happy Mother's Day to those who just joined. Right now, still about 3 minutes out from Demon Slayer Hashira training arc getting started. The 1 hour live premiere. Hoping it's going to be Crunchyroll immediately, as opposed to I'm going to have to search around and find a whole nother streaming service to make sure that this works. Kind of like I had to do with My Hero Academia. How are we enjoying all the animes that have been coming out of late? We've had a couple bangers dropping in so many facets, such as Kaiju number 8, My Hero Academia, and now we're about to have the other one, a member of the big three, Demon Slayer, popping on out, because Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, and probably Boruto, I would have to say, are the current running big three. Actually, strike that. Not Boruto. One Piece. I am clearly mistaken. You can't say one of the number one selling animes out there isn't part of the top three, regardless if we cover that one or not. And we'd cover it if I was up to date on it, but hey, just gonna be blunt. No, I'm not. I'm not all up to date on what's been going on with the pirate gang, Luffy, and the like. So we got about 1 minute here, 1 minute, hopefully, and then the episode will be up relatively early. Sometimes they tend to milk it, and the time can be a little bit off, a little bit skewed. So we'll see where we're gonna go with all things here. Because these Hashiras are absolutely no joke, and I'm very excited to see what can happen when they are let loose to get as strong as they can be, to just absolutely blitz Muzan's castle. Because that castle arc, I'm just telling you now, when that gets animated, the internet may break down as we know it, and there'll be a couple episodes where things just fall apart for all entirety's purposes. People are going to be losing it. It's easily the best arc of the entire show, but I'm not going to obviously spoil that for anybody who's just watching along with the show itself as it premieres, because we don't like to do too heavy on spoilers. I just couldn't help myself, and I wanted to know what was going on for the next couple of seasons here. So let's see. It should be out on time. You see, I'm moving train arc, entertainment district starts with village. Nope, still not up yet. Still not up. So we'll see when and if this training arc comes up. I'm going to take a look at Hulu as well, just because they've had significantly more success. I don't necessarily know if they have it covered, though. Yeah, so Demon Slayer commits Yoga. So see what we've got here. Season 1. And then it just gets broken up into arcs from there. Because I want to make sure we get this episode up as early and watch along with you guys as possible. And once I find it, I will be sure to direct your guys' attention to it as well. Don't want to have anybody falling behind or get left out for any number of reasons. Because this is definitely such an exciting anime that I love to share with you guys, the viewer. Swords at Village, Mugen Train. No, nope. Nothing there so far. How do we feel about this anime overall, guys? Let me know in chat. Is this currently one of the big three? Is this one of the best animes out there? Happy Mother's Day again to those joining. I want to make sure all of our geeks, get properly represented in all facets. Entertainment District. Nope. Still looks like we are going to be waiting for a little bit here, just because they're going to keep us waiting with bated breath for the exciting release of this episode. It may be 15 minutes from now, so we'll see ultimately where that goes. So it'll be an interesting time throughout, with so many other exciting things going on in this show once we finally get back into the excitement and the deep of it all. Looks like Will be probably a couple minutes late, probably just running busy with a bunch of stuff. Figured as much. Happens to the best of us. Basically, we're just slamming that refresh button on Crunchyroll. So far, no luck. I haven't seen anything on Hulu that I would consider necessarily for the watch time as official news, because we want to get this Hashira training arc out as soon as possible. I want to make sure we're covering that along with you, and I can point you in the right direction. So far, even on Hulu, I don't have anything substantial or anything too, say, critical of it. Just want to see if we can get something pop up here. Demon Slayer, Yaiba, Entertainment, Mugen, Swordsmith Village. Yep, so all the seasons that have been out, but not necessarily the ones we're looking for. Let's try Google once more, see if it's popping up elsewhere, because I know in the lovely country of the rising sun, Japan, beautiful country, by the way, that is probably already out there. Demon Slayer Season 4 release time. Boom. Release time, it looks like. Release time and streaming. IGN, one of our most trusted sources, gotta say. All right, Season 4, take a look, information below. Supposed to be, yep, May 12th on Crunchyroll. It's going to be one episode. We got 1 hour long. 1 hour for when that does drop. The episode count's not been revealed. Each of the past 2 seasons have been 11 episodes. I wouldn't be shocked if this is, I think this is about 8. If I remember correctly from some of the insider information that has been leaked, that 8 episodes is what we're expecting. This arc isn't going to blow your minds. This is sort of a filler arc, so to speak. This is their training arc where we're going to see all the Hashira shown here and then some, take their levels up because we're about to blitz Muzan's castle. So that's going to be something that is, when that arc is animated, then be prepared to lose your collective minds over it. It's going to be super exciting. I'm very happy to see where that's going. Again, happy Mother's Day to those who are still joining now. I'm trying to see if I can find any new news, any official times, because the only thing that's kind of, say, Crunchyroll needs to work on is releasing concrete times. It's always a best guesstimate as opposed to when we're going to get the official release of this episode, because it's supposed to be up here, I want to say the next 5-10 minutes. Now that's the only thing I'm seeing is that by 11:45 Pacific Standard Time, the episode is supposed to be up for everybody and for everything. So that'll be exciting to see once we get to that moment in time. Feel free to hit me up with chat about other questions. If you got other animes you want us to cover, other shows that you've been interested in. I need to catch up on Shogun. I've been hearing that is absolutely amazing. I hear that it's probably the greatest opening season for a show since Game of Thrones Season 1. So Shogun will definitely be something I need to work on covering and talking about with you guys, the viewers. I wasn't necessarily sure how you would feel overall about it, but it should be on my list to cover. The episode says it's going to drop on May the 12th, but looks like probably another 10 minutes. About 10 more minutes, guys, and then the episode should be up so we can finally see these Hashiras taking their skills to the next level in something that will be... This is a filler arc. For every intents and purposes, this is a filler arc. There's going to be some cool moments. There'll be some stuff that we learn more about Hashiras where you can kind of find like a new one or a favorite one. My favorite's always been Tengen, and he's done. He's out. He's retired. He's not coming back. So I'm going to have to learn to adapt at that moment in time. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Once this episode is up, we will be watching it off screen. We'll be watching along with you guys. I'll point you in the right direction of everything. That way we can have that covered. And later on today, I'll also be covering Fallout 4, doing some more live streaming here on the YouTube channel for you guys, the viewers. First time player playing on hard difficulty because I didn't want to have it be too easy, too boring. If I was just really, really good at it, it kind of sucks, honestly. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep an eye on that, hit the subscribe button or hit follow along button. Appreciate each and every one of you who's joining along as we are slowly getting some new information, hopefully here to when this episode will finally be out for us all to enjoy. And again, for all new viewers in chat, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day from Geek Variants to you guys. We appreciate you for being here. And always appreciate you just checking out the content, even if you're just, first time in the stream. Feel free and shout out what you got going on, what you've been interested in, what you're keeping up with. All things geek is what we cover. We cover Marvel, we cover DC, we cover Lord of the Rings, which got the Hunt for Gollum news. I already have a full recap on that. Cover Star Wars, anime and gaming and more. We're trying to get more gaming out there, so that's why I've been doing some Fallout 4 for you guys. Been really happy with that game thus far. I can't believe I missed it. I can't believe it took a whole TV series for me to take a look at that kind of franchise, even though it was Bethesda and I'm a big Skyrim fan. Heck, I have a dragon skull in the background. That was something I purchased from Etsy. Amazing Etsy shop whose name I can't remember at the time, but the work was fantastic. So I'm just very excited to see what we can get covered for you, the viewers, all content wise. My boy will be joining us shortly, hopping on. Just probably tidying up some last minute things. Rating here, I'm still just hitting refresh button overall on Crunchyroll. And for Hulu, as long as the website doesn't crash, I think we'll get it at a reasonable time, as opposed to last year where things didn't necessarily work out the best. I remember that when the opener dropped and when the finale dropped, Crunchyroll crashed both times. So there will be people here in mass numbers to be excited about the episode. Kind of why I figured a watch party would be the best way of doing things. We can watch together, kind of break down things that you may catch something that I missed. I've read the manga, but at the same time, reading the manga and then always having that manga page for page, panel for panel translate over to a show, not always a guarantee. Sometimes creative liberties are taken, and sometimes the more intelligent viewers, which I assure you, you are, that you'll notice something that I miss or something that I needed to cover and talk about a little bit further. So I appreciate all feedback in the chat at any and all times. So be sure to let me know how you guys feel about all that good stuff. Let's see, one last message to Will, and then we will get everything going here once the episode obviously decides to wrap up. Hey, happy Mother's Day to you as well, Sarcastic Geek. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Appreciate you. I know a lot of people got a lot of things going on this holiday. Still waiting here. The episode said to be up somewhere between 11:30 a.m. Pacific time and 11:45. So it's got about 5 more minutes, and then I'd start really being a little bit more frantic about this because it's going to be an hour-long premiere. It's going to be very exciting. And I'm sure that Crunchyroll, if it doesn't crash, that Hulu will pick up the slack in all its entirety so we can, get things covered for you guys, the viewer here. I don't see anything about it on Hulu right now. I don't see anything on Crunchyroll. Not ignoring chat, just making sure we can get these episodes done. Isn't even on the main screen. Nope, nothing yet. Just their usual push of, hey, check out all these other great isekais, because that seems to be the genre you can't miss on right now. People are very, very fond of it. I'm not necessarily the biggest proponent of them, but I don't dislike them either at the same time. As long as they are staying within the realm of not getting too on the adult side. I don't really care much for animated of anything of that variety. See. So 4 more minutes, then I'd probably be concerned about the episode when it's going to be appearing. So let's see what can be done. Let's up here and fix that. And come on, let's get that episode up and going. Okay, I didn't know there was an anime that was literally called Toilet Bound. All right, that's new information. Those name any animes after anything now. Hope it's good for whoever saw that. But again, still waiting on the episode to be out. If you guys find it, be sure to let me know. I'll disseminate that information here to those who pop on in. I'll leave something like see, like this. See, Sarcastic Geek said Happy Mother's Day, so I made sure to let you guys also know Happy Mother's Day. Just leave something in chat if you find the information somewhere viable, and I will share it with each and everybody so that we, the geek community, can sit by and watch the new arc for Demon Slayer together. It'll be a very exciting time once the episode does decide to appear. Swordsmith Village was the last arc. I'm looking for the Hashira training arc, which will be absolutely fantastic. fantastic. Happy Mother's Day to those still joining. Might as well just leave up Sarcastic Geeks comment just to cover everyone's bases. So if you've been here for a while, you don't necessarily have to listen to me say it 8, 9, 10 times, so on and so forth. So far, it's been 25 minutes of me hitting the refresh button, hoping this episode is going to be up at a reasonable time. The hour-long episode premiere of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Let's see. Nope. Nothing here. Nothing there. It's going to be should be out in 2 minutes on Crunchyroll. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate you. Appreciate that comment. Yeah, it should be shortly, but I learned the hard way that sometimes they're not first. The other day, I was doing a My Hero stream, and someone in the chat said, "Hey, Hulu's got it up right now." So that's why I keep Crunchyroll and Hulu up at both times, just in case so I don't miss anything. I want to make sure that the minute it drops, we're watching together. We're having a great time together. Would like to enjoy all the excitement of our great animes, our great Marvel shows, DC, so on and so forth together. Got a lot of great stuff to cover with you guys, all the geeks. And then next month is going to be even more raucous because we will have The Acolyte covered. We'll have House of the Dragon Season 2 covered. And The Boys Season 4. We're going to have that covered in its full entirety. So if you want to have a channel where we can watch some live streams together, break down those episodes together, hit the subscribe button or the follow button, depending upon where you're at. Both are free with whichever streaming is your preferred preference and you like the content. By all means, feel free and do so. If not, no sweat off my back. Just appreciate you guys coming in the chat and hanging out. We'll have a good time together. The episode should, keyword here, should, based on Mary's astute analysis here, and what the reported times were saying, should be up here at any second. So that's something we'll have to take a look at together. Because will it crash Crunchyroll? That's my other concern. Because I still don't see anything necessarily. It says watch now. Nope. Still not the episode itself. I'd love to see it. They're probably going to be a couple minutes late, so that happens to the best of us. And sooner or later, we'll have my boy Will join on in, and that'll be an exciting time. You'll be set up when he's set up. There's absolutely no rush on that. We'll have all these great shows covered for you guys in its entirety once the episode actually decides to drop. So that'll be... There he is, sneaking in as always for your favorite show. You're wearing the merch. I'd say Happy Mother's Day, but I know it doesn't do anything much for either one of us.
Yeah.
How are we?
Not bad, man. Just trying to get everything in order and trying to get ready for this convention. And it's a big, huge anime convention, a bunch of stuff going on, but there's going to be so many Demon Slayer cosplays. I'm excited to see every single one of them, and especially the last minute ones, because some of the stuff we're about to see, yeah, there's going to be people that put these cosplays together immediately and rock them.
Oh, they are fantastic at it. And just so we're all aware, I left it in chat and I left it up posted right in front of me. Episode, the minute you show up, the episode went up. It is up on Crunchyroll. So if you want to watch along with us, pull it up to the side. We'll leave our thoughts and comments as the episode's going. I'll try not to talk through the entirety of the episode like I did with My Hero last live stream. I was excited, okay? Sorry. The episode is
sometimes.
Yeah. The episode is titled To Defeat Muzan Tsuji. So I am excited. 48 minutes long, guys. 48 minutes of excitement. It's up on Crunchyroll before it crashes, because I'm sure the numbers are going to be here for it based upon how much you guys popped up with us.
Yep. Give me one sec. Gotta grab my other headset. Been in the midst of a remodel in the dang on room trying to get stuff. Knives with my back. You see, I got my Tanjiro stuff back here, freaking sword, everything.
Oh, you're ready for it, and it's definitely opening up far more interesting episode wise than I would expect them to. Because to my knowledge, this should be a filler arc, unless they're going to take a huge 180 on us.
Hmm.
Because these demons really are living it up nicely. That's a nice little setup they got there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the part already. This is the part that I saw in the movie theaters.
Mm.
They showed at the end, and it was hyped.
Once this whole castle village arc gets animated, the internet is going to lose its collective minds. I know what happens in the manga. Won't say nothing, but I know the internet's going to love it for the most part. How was the movie, by the way?
The movie was good because they upped the production level for a lot of the stuff that you see. So this whole scene that we're about to get into, like the animation looks really good on it. So I'm gonna definitely see if it's the same quality of that freaking, or they just upped it for the movie.
Oh, forgot how cool that one guy's sword was. I still kind of feel bad for the two dudes that are just hanging out with the Hashira. Like, that seems like a terrible job. Like, I wouldn't want to apply for it. And these two don't even like each other, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they interact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, the animation quality on this is nice.
Yeah, they use the same one, it looks like.
We ran out of breathing styles, so we just have snakes attacking people now.
Hey, man, whatever works.
I mean, I still do love that he's got two different color dyes. I think that is really cool animation style.
Was this like the heterochromia is what it's called, I think.
The most casual of dismembering of demons.
Soname definitely gives me Vegeta vibes.
Yeah, his fondness for people is basically the same. Like, you annoy me, you're bothering me. Just go run along. I got stuff to do. Gotta go train somewhere. And I also think he wasn't a fan of the blonde-haired hero, your favorite Rengoku.
Yeah.
Like, I think he respected him, but he was still annoyed he existed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting Soname's sword next.
There we go. The timely save. You just jumped into the wrong place. The home of Muzan Kibutsuji. I just leave before number one shows up. Just a word to the wise. Do you know who's doing the opening for this season?
I do not.
Also, let me know when you get to that point where it's like the movie stopped doing all this stuff.
All right. Opening theme song. My First Story and Hyde will collaborate to perform the opening theme song entitled Mugen for Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc. So I'm definitely have to look them up and check out some of their stuff.
Yeah, because like some of the anime openings have been getting so dang good. It's like, you know what? Why am I not just listening to these bands in general?
Yeah.
It is definitely interesting about how she just conquered the sun like it ain't no thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Muzan hasn't even conquered the sun yet. Is Rengoku still your favorite Hashira?
Yes.
Okay.
Sanemi is a second.
My boy Tengen was my favorite, but he's done. He will not be seen moving forward. He retired with his ladies and lived his best life.
Yeah, they just dropped all of those Funko Pops. Like I have his back there in the middle.
Mhm.
So him, Kanroji, and Rengoku.
And I was saying before you got on, I still think season 2 was the best season for Demon Slayer. I think last season there were slow points. At least more so than 2.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I can agree. So, Entertainment District was ridiculous.
It was a banger for sure. They went off and did their thing animation quality wise for me.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, the little thing that they did, where they kind of show the last episode and the first episode, which is just a normal thing they're doing, it looked like it already looked good when we saw it first time, but when we went to go see it in theaters, yeah, it was definitely elevated. Like it was great seeing it again in that manner.
Let's say the next anime I'm seeing in theaters is actually Lord of the Rings. That War of the Rohirrim is going to be animated. It's from a company that was in Japan, so I'm like, I'm going to be there. Because I know you were excited about that new news.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, they got number 1 sitting there. That boy's nuts.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Guillaume.
How long is this? This is supposed to be 11 episodes, 10 episodes, something like that. This
8.
8 episodes.
It's a complete filler arc. And then there's Gio, just doing his Sasuke thing as always.
I mean, what'd you expect?
Him to be more popular with the other Hashira at some point.
Nah. That's my son's favorite is Giyu.
Giyu's a badass. He has a reason to like him. I'm surprised there's not more Guillaume fanboys, but I mean, is what it is.
I mean, I got to see him in action. So.
Oh, when you do, it's wild. It's wild.
The fact that this man is swinging a whole mace, I'm here for it.
And he never he's basically blind. All out war. All out war. Because now they're basically going to try and lock everybody's Super Saiyan forms.
Pretty much.
The Demon Slayer mark drastically drains your life. So when they start activating it, their life will probably be forfeit within the next 3 to 5 years anyway. So it's activate it all you want. Hit that button.
He's
and happy Mother's Day for those coming through the chat.
Yeah. it's going to be them to accomplish their mission. So it's like if activating that, accelerates your ability to finish the mission, hey.
Because Demon Slayer life is really anyone who's like, I want to be a Hashira. Well, basically, all you're saying is, I want to be dead by 21. Like, your lifespan is not guaranteed to be high for obvious reasons, either through the regular hazards of the job or because you unlock the Demon Slayer mark, and that's it. It still was wild. Tengen was as strong as he was without using the Demon Slayer mark.
Yeah. He was definitely getting it in.
Mitsuri, it would be like the worst coworker to have.
Nah, she's fine.
She's way too high energy for me. I would be turned into Gyu immediately. And she silenced the whole room. Witcher is not exactly most talkative, so getting information out of him is not going to be good either.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to try, though. And this dude is easily the youngest Hashira, and he's here about to lecture some old people.
Yeah.
Just your boy Kafka in Kaiju number 8.
Hey man, love Kafka.
Older than 30, you're ancient. I had a line for that. Come on, Moichiro. You talking all that smack.
What was that? Nothing.
It's like, you're so simple. What? Bless your heart. Look, I can speak Southern. I know when you just told me off, okay? Did the master die, or is he just fatally sick right now?
He's fatally sick right now. I don't think he's dead yet. They're hoping he just survive. Basically, kind of going day by day.
Hmm. And I do love how they have them sitting in order of rank. That way, it can make it easier for everyone to be like, okay, this is the person we need to mess with here. Who's not? Yeah, that's probably Vegeta if he was a Hashira. I don't know how I missed that on my read through. Yeah, Guillaume talks. Everyone,
You
shut up and
listen.
listen. He's like that quiet member of your friend group that when they do talk, you're like, oh, okay, I hear you. Do you remember where the other two bozos are? Oh, there he is. Never mind. I was wondering. I still hate him. Never have
But
not.
he has his moments.
He's only useful when he's asleep. Otherwise, someone put him to sleep. The thunderclap moments are cool looking though.
I mean, honestly, I believe that he's had the best moments so far with his abilities. Like I've seen, like I said, I love what Tengen was doing and all that kind of stuff. But that man, like when he first took out the spider, hyped, hyped. Like that was good. And then Godspeed, yeah.
I just find his personality obnoxious, and the fact that anytime he's around a girl, he's just this useless pile of flesh. It's like, can't you focus on anything for like
So
5 minutes?
he's Brock from Pokemon.
But I mean, he's basically Brock from Pokemon, yeah. And now where's the other one? Where's our Mountain Lord? Where's he at? Why are you looking at him like that?
Yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Wait for it.
I'm waiting for it. I just need him to shut up for 5 seconds. Yes. There's something medically wrong with that boy. Is he on the ceiling again? This is the worst teacher to have. Also, if you're Tanjiro, are you okay with these two dudes just acting this way around your sister? Like, I'm just saying.
Look, they're protecting her. They're looking out for like, hey, as long as there's no funny business, we're all good.
This dude is always off his rocker. Oh, that's nice.
Very nice.
Is that the one you bought?
That's the one on the shelf back there. Yep. Have that one, Rengoku's, Tanjiro's, Zenitsu's, Giyu's.
I think you like swords.
You need to get a rack to put them on. Gotta find where I'm put them now. I love him.
Is this like your internal monologue, like 90% of the time? Especially when me and Tony are saying Iron Man sucks.
Can't stand y'all.
You can. It's fine. And then he just limps off like ain't no thing. Okay. There he is. You actually kind of feel a little bit bad for getting you here.
All he heard was training.
Yep. It's like Goku heard the word training. It was like, excuse me? Where are we going? You weren't invited. Why are you here? So basically, next episode, we're going to get into the actual semantics of the fighting, probably. Unless they start early, which, hey, not minding.
They're all regrouping.
Oh yeah, they're just reforming their strategy and refining. Someone of your military might would understand that.
Is you regroup and get ready for a bigger offensive.
And they might even throw in like an actual battle in this season. I don't remember if it happened in the manga or not, but we'll see. Because once we get to the castle arc, it cooking. Chicken done.
Yeah, I think that'll be it from there. So
Just Giyu out there walking by himself. This boy, I swear to God,
it's your boy.
it's the last furthest thing from it.
That's your
I couldn't
boy.
speak English for a second. I was so annoyed. Zenitsu is just a bother. I think we all need a friend like Tanjiro.
I mean,
Someone who is stupidly positive.
he be taking care of the squad, getting them.
And that would just yeet Zenitsu out of the group. I'd rather deal with Inosuke 24/7. Tengen! Hmm. Still got his ladies, but still down a hand and an eyeball.
He'll be all right.
I don't think anyone's pitying him. Those look really good, though.
Oh yeah, I'm going to the farmers market later today.
Tengen's like, hey, I am not taking the blunt of the failure. Sure. Nope. That's the other guy's problem. Muscle amplification training. That sounds like hell. Like you're slowly going from like the Air Force all the way into the Marines by the end. You're like, no, no, thank you. I want to live.
Get ready.
That's what she said. Sit at the bottom of a waterfall. The episode is up, Shreyas. It's on Crunchyroll, 48 minutes long, my friend. 48 minutes long. It is so far very good. For obvious legality reasons, we don't keep it posted on our circle here. We did not ask for any express written permissions to do so, so we're watching off to the side and giving our feedback as we're going through it.
Yep.
Now you're all good, my friend. I thought it was a movie first, too. I mean, 48 minutes is a long time for an anime episode. It's basically a movie. It's using some of the parts of the last movie that came out and then some new footage along with it. The animation quality is very nice thus far. I still don't remember why Gyu is being so adamant about not training. Enjoy, Shreyas. Enjoy. We'll be live streaming some Fallout 4 later today. I mean, I will be, but that'll be later on. See a noob playing some Fallout. Get my butt whooped a lot. Like a lot.
I don't know. I never got into the Fallout series.
Oh, it's so good now that I'm into it. I want to play every free moment I have, which don't have a lot. I'm spending a lot of time hanging out with you guys, the Geek Variants, streaming a lot of great shows and making some quality content for you guys. If you guys and keep enjoying the streams, be sure to hit that little like button. Really lets us know we're doing the right thing here. It is nuts that this crow has a deeper voice than I do.
Hmm. Let's speak from diaphragm.
It's crow with all the vital information. All right, that is episode 1 in the book. I don't see anything post credits. So that was a pretty dang solid first episode. We'll give more of our thoughts in our episodic recap. Anything you want to give those who are in the room now? We've just finished the episode, so just a heads up, we'll probably be speaking a little bit towards the end of the episode, so don't want to spoil anything too much. Your thoughts, Will?
I mean, everything was the same as what was released back in February. So it's literally just the first episode. They definitely set up for the training. Like the training has already started. So I'm assuming that once we get into the later episodes, again, we'll kind of probably fast forward through some of the stuff and really get in there to get some of the fights. And I'm pretty sure by the end of the arc, they'll be approaching the Infinity Castle, getting ready to do it because they're going to assault on home turf. And I think that's one of the things that they're coming in with is like, yo, we got to freaking take the fight to them instead of waiting. So.
Oh yeah, because once you finally discovered your enemy's lair, there's no purpose in waiting. Giving Muzan more time to come up with the devious plan is definitely the worst course of action. You definitely want to get your opponent when you think you have them boxed in or at least semi-trapped. You don't want to leave a genius like Muzan with as much time as possible to make his plans and speculations. I mean, he's had time to get everything in order and everything working the way he thinks he needs to. But things are going to be very interesting to see how these Hashira themselves progress, because we know that all these side characters, more or less, are just cannon fodder for the background. I mean, Hashiras are the only one that would even stand a chance, because we still have upper 1, 2, and 3 left to go. Number 3 is the one that took out Rengoku, so that just gives us a pretty good slice of where, or is it number 2 that took out Rengoku? It's number 2 or it's number 3 that took out Rengoku's Kaza. So we're definitely going to have some growing to do.
Domo is 2, and we've seen 1, and then you got Muzan.
Yeah.
Then you have the girl with the guitar.
She is strong, which is more like a side piece for all entirety purposes. I still would not take her lightly, though, because Muzan definitely having her at home base at all times should basically give us. She
controls the castle. So to stop the castle from shifting and doing stuff, like they'll probably need to take her out to limit, them being thrown all over the castle and not being able to know which way is up. Because see, they got thrown out of the castle at the beginning of it, like very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you want to be able to stop her from being able to do that. So keeping her on the run, moving, whatever, eventually taking her out will impede that a bit.
Yeah, you'll have to either take out her hands or take out something. You got to come in full speed going to ensure that your whole mission will be. Yep, we'll see you next week, Mary. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on stream. Appreciate y'all. I had a fantastic time. Happy Mother's Day to all as well from us at Geek Variants. This was a pretty dang good first episode. Had a blast covering it. We'll have our full episodic breakdown on the YouTube probably here shortly. I don't want to get too much into any other of the discussion. Overall, I think this episode for me, like 8.5. I think it was solid. There's nothing I really complain about. This covered everything we needed to of wrapping up the finality of the last arc while establishing what needs to get done, moving to the next one. And I think that for me is plenty satisfactory. How do you feel about it?
I'm just watching and waiting. As I got the whole manga set back there that I have yet to read just because I've been watching the anime.
I read the manga. You're going to enjoy it when you get to it. Still got plenty of stuff to go through, though. So this series will be probably won't be able to crack that set open for another 2-3 years. The thing is going to be this arc, then the Castle Village, and then we should be good. I think. Depends how they do things, but I'm not going to spoil nothing.
I may read up to a certain point. We'll see.
I feel like you're going to cheat a little bit once we get through this arc, because this arc is largely filler. And this is just to make sure that you can see the time skip, like in Rocky, where your character is slowly getting better day by day, minute by minute, and then how their plan will come together to make things happen. If you're still along with us, be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button or follow button on Twitch. Entirely your preference, which one you choose to follow us on. We're just happy to have you guys along with us. I think due to the popularity of this stream, I will likely stream next Sunday. I don't know what Will's schedule will be, so we'll talk about that off air, and then we'll get back to you with that. Either way, I'll be here. I'll be here for the My Hero Academia stuff as well. Soon I'll be back for Kaiju number 8, just because of the sleep schedule. It is interesting parkour mentally. But see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Fantastic episode. Subscribe to the YouTube if you want to see the full breakdown. Easiest way of just having us pop up somewhere, hit that follow button. We'll see you in the episode recap.